Happy Monday! How are we doing today? This is your girl Mo from Fustack Digital, where we help working parents and busy professionals create an income around their life, around their 9 to 5 without burning out. That's exactly what we do here. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is day 22. Can you believe it, guys? Day 22 of our 30 days of gratitude and vision for working parents. We've come a very, very long way. If you're joining me live, say hello in the comments. If you're watching a replay, put hashtag replay and let me know where you're joining me from. What part of the world are you? I'm in London, UK, and I would love to know where you're joining me from today. So today's topic, day 22, we are grateful for how far we've come. We are grateful. We're going to be talking to our younger self today, right? So we are talking about our younger self. And the question we are sitting is today is, what would your younger self be proud of today? As the way your younger self is looking at where you are today, how far you've come, what would your younger self think? What would your younger self be proud of? So for the next, couple of minutes, just stay with me and grab your tea, grab your coffee, whatever it is. Let's just have a quick chat together, a quick moment of pausing and being grateful for how far we've come. Because most of us, we are like, looking forward to the next big thing. As I always say, we are looking forward to where we want to be, where we want to go. And most times we forget where we've come from, how far we've come from. Let's go down memory lane. Let's go back like 10, 15, 16 years, let's go back that far and see how far we've come. And look at your younger self. I said, what do you think about? So let's start with the gratitude side of today, which is how far we've come. I want you to take a second right now to, pause and think how far you've come. Maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, however far you want to go, pause and think. As in, like 17 years ago, what were you dealing with? Or 10 years ago, what were you dealing with at that point in time, at that point in your life? What exactly were you dealing with? So if I start with mine, if I go back to 17, 18 years ago, when I was heavily pregnant, moving to a foreign country that I've never been before, I don't have family, I don't have relatives, like, it's a different culture, new environments, things that I'm not familiar with, just trying to figure out a new country, that's an entirely different chapter for me with absolutely no clue what was ahead of me. I was, as I used to say, probably when I was moving, it was my hormones, they were they were making me very brave and bold then. I have no idea. But I did move, with no clue what's ahead, no clue what the future holds. It's just always like, from stories, from research that okay, that there are opportunities, there's so many things. As I said, I had no clue of what was ahead of me. If you had told that version of me everything that was going to happen to me, that I was going to come to this country and then I was going to experience a couple of job losses. There was going to be COVID season, and then there was going to be cost of living crisis, and there was all this mayhem and things that were going to happen. If you have told my younger self that, then I would have said, "Oh no, 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 no. Thank you. I think I'm okay where I am. I will just stay back in my country, and I don't think I can deal with all this." That is my younger self because I don't want stress. I was moving here for a better life, What I was thinking in my head that things was going to be easy, it was going to be smooth, it was going to be better from where I'm coming from. But not knowing that I had loads of things to do with. But you know what? Here I am. I'm still here. I'm still standing. So I am grateful. Looking back now, looking back how far I've come. Yes, I am grateful because if you have told me, as I said, all these things that was going to happen to me before moving, I'm going to say, no, 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 I'm not going to. I don't think I want to do that. But then on the other side, if you had told me all the positive things that, oh my gosh, they're going to build a business, you'll be bold, you'll be confident, you will be like talking to people like I'm doing right now, talking live to people. If you had told me that I'm going to, I would have laughed like, you must be kidding. You are definitely talking about a different move. Not me. Not me. That the community, the friends I've made, just all in the online space, the friends I've made, the growth and everything. If you had told me all about it, I would have probably think, oh no, 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 no. That wouldn't be me. But if I knew that yes, I would have cried so much tears that seriously, there was going to be a better version of me, a bolder version, a more confident version of me. Oh my gosh, that would have been amazing. But you know what? We never know. So looking back down memory lane now, I am grateful for how far I've come. So I'm grateful to my younger self that decided to, say up and go, let's go. Well, is that my younger self? It was a pregnancy hormones. Here I am. So I am grateful for how far I've come. So I want you guys to sit and look back, maybe 10 years back, 15 years back. Try to think back to what you were dealing with 10 years ago, and then you survived. You're still here today. Think back to how far you've come and be grateful. Just pause. Whatever it is that you've been through, maybe it's a divorce, maybe it's redundancy, or maybe you had a health scare, or raising children while working full time, all those things that we never even thought that we could survive, because while we were going through, it's always overwhelming. It always feels like it's the end of the world. But hey ho, we are here today. That means we survived. So whatever version of you, whatever how far you've come, I want you to acknowledge it today. Don't rush. Acknowledge it. Don't minimize it. Actually be grateful for it. Because seriously, it's no small thing. While we were going through, we know that, oh my gosh, that was really difficult times, right? But we were able to move past it. As I said, we are here today. We are still moving, right? So yes, we pause and say we are grateful for how far you've come. If you are comfortable putting it in the comment, can you let me know what's your younger self? What did you believe? What is this about yourself today that you never thought could happen to you? Let me know in the comment. Like me, I never thought I would be here, like talking to people live, because I'm a private person. So I never even thought that I'll be doing this. But here I am doing it, loving it. And as I said, because I started my online business, I was looking forward to building a business, but it was the other way around. The business was building me. So that's why I'm able to be here today and doing this. So yes, I am grateful for how far I've come. I'm grateful for my growth, which is like it is insane. I'm absolutely grateful for my growth. So the vision question would be, what would your younger self be proud of? Right? What is it that you're doing today your younger self will be proud of? Just deepen the reflection, connect to your past. What are you doing right now that's, growing up, your younger self will be very proud of? As I said, I, my younger self will be proud of what I'm doing today, just building a business, as in by myself in a different country. I was just thinking that let me just come, get a job, just hide my head and be able to do things, just look after my family, small, simple, happy family, be able to put a roof over my head and food on my table with my family, and then that's it. But I've been able to do much more than that. So yes, I am actually grateful for my growth and how far I've come. And I'm thinking that, what would my 25-year-old Mo be thinking right now if she saw me? What would she be thinking? I know that she will be very, very, very proud. If you've been following me, I did share one of my old pictures today while I think I was still in university then. I was looking clueless and everything. But I'm sure that looking back now, my younger self, looking at me right now where I am, my younger self will be very proud of how far I've come. So, and I've never stopped trying, and I'm sure you should be proud. You've never stopped trying. There have been so many challenges along the way. Life has always been lifing. You had your valley seasons, you had your mountain season, and valley season again. It's always like up and down, up and down. But guess what? You are still here today. There's still breath in your lungs. You still survive. So that's the thing. And as I said, despite all my challenges, all my job losses, or COVID season, cost of living crisis, as everything is becoming expensive and things like that, even raising children, while working 9 to 5, is something that I should be proud of. That yes, I was able to do it, because guys, it is not child's play at all. It is not. But guess what? I'm doing it, and in addition to that, I'm even running an online business. How I have the energy, the strength to do it, I've got no clue. But guess what? I'm doing it. So yes, I'm really, 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 really grateful for that. I'm really grateful for how far I've come with this online business. So here's something I want to share with you today. So we all have different seasons in life, right? Because we've been through different seasons. As I said, we have our valley season, we have our mountain season, but then things never remain the same, right? Because things seasons don't last forever. It always like changes. That's why we have different seasons. We have like currently now we are going through a heat wave in the UK. Oh my gosh, it is boiling hot. And I have to go to the office, going into the office tomorrow, get squashed on the train. How I'm going to survive, I've got no clue. I'm not looking forward to tomorrow, but echo, we got to do what we got to do, right? So yes, we're going through a heat wave right now, but this heat wave is not going to be forever. So same thing to when we go through seasons, it's never going to be forever. It's always for a while. But just because we are going through at that point in time, it feels like it's the end of the world. It feels like it is impossible. It feels like you never come out of it. Like it is not because you can't figure a way out of it. You can't even think about how we're going to make this work out. So it feels like impossible. But guess what? One way or the other, day in day out, just one step at a time, you eventually find a way out of it. We never stay there. So that's the thing. You always challenges will always come. We don't stay there because, as I said, my husband and I've been through a couple of job losses. On every one of us, we've been through COVID, and here we are. We still survived, right? We knew how hard the COVID season was for most of us. It was very hard, and then because most people couldn't work from home, most of us lost our job. It was hard. It was difficult finding jobs because everybody was stuck at home anyway. So nobody they weren't looking for people that would come into the office to come and do stuff. They were probably most people were just like they were making people redundant, reducing their staff because nobody was going into the office. Some of them couldn't even, afford, they couldn't pay their lease because they can't do much. They had to close their companies, make people redundant, and things like that. But guess what? We survived all that. And so, yes, we pause today and we are grateful. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Mo from Mospark Digital, and I help working parents and busy professionals build an online business alongside their 9 to 5, alongside their busy life without burning out. So, thank you so much for joining me today. We are talking about, we are on day 22 of our 30 days of gratitude and vision for working parents. So, and today we are grateful for how far we've come, and we are taking a trip down memory lane, talking about our younger self. So yes, we are grateful for how far we've come. And then right now, because our kids are like growing up, they are in like probably some of them are in their secondary school, some of them are like, in their teenage phase right now. So now we're not just thinking about bills for today, right? We're not just thinking about today's bills, especially as mom. Most times we feel very vulnerable. We are thinking about like school trips, their university, how we will be able to support them. Because someone like me, I don't really want my kids to like start their life with debts, right? All those student loan and things like that. I'm really, really working towards, a way to be able to support them and help them. So they don't start with it. I have friends that are in their 40s and up to this day they haven't paid off their student loan. It's still hanging on their necks. If it's something I can, do to help my kids from taking that loan, I will. And which is why I started an online business so that I can have an extra source of income. Because currently I know that my 9 to 5, there is no way he can give me that opportunity. There's no way I'll be able to do that and be able to support my kids through university on my 9 to 5 salary. My 9 to 5 does the necessary things, pay my bills and then put food on my table, and just give me a little breathing room here and there, but it's not enough for my dreams. It won't be enough to support my kids on with their university. So yes, I needed to start thinking of other ways where I can make money without burning out, without living in comfort of my home, without leaving my kids, right? So which is why I started this online business. And then once we're in our 40s, we start thinking about retirement. What is that retirement going to look like? How exactly? What's the plan? Have you done your figures? Do you know how much you will need for your retirement? How much you will need monthly and things like that, how much you have to put in place? Like I did go on the gov.uk website recently to check how much I'll be entitled to for as from the government for my pension. And I realized that they said they will pay me £900 per month. But £900 per month in how many years from now? 900 pounds per month can't do jack right now. And then in 20 years from now, I don't think we I don't think the economy will be better off 20 years from now, because the way things are going, I'm not sure. There's no way 900 pounds will be able to, will be enough for me to survive, to live on for every month. They can't even pay the bills. So that means I can't enjoy life. I can't go on holiday. I can't do all that. So I started putting all those maths together because I'm a data analyst, right? So, and I like doing those analysis, understand how things are going to work. I try to figure things like, and I realized that I've been working for over 20 years. I'm still not able to, I'm not proud to say that I don't have this much saved in my bank account that will be able to, cover me for retirement. So what's the next 20 years going to look like? If I keep doing what I'm doing in my 9 to 5, definitely from experience, from the past 20 years up till now, I've not been able to save anything that will be able to, help with my retirement. So definitely going 20 years forward, I'm not sure doing the same thing year in, year out will be able to cut it as well. So, which is why I decided to find something else, to diversify, find extra income stream so that I'll be able to do the things I love to do, to be able to, as I said, support my children, go on family holidays, and, even if possible, retire early so that I can enjoy life and travel the world. So that was how I made that decision. And not because I was desperate or because I was failing. As I said, my 9 to 5 is fine. It's okay. It pays all my bills, put food on my table, do all the necessary things, but not a lot, not enough extra. Like I said, there's no way I'll be able to afford, because even the uni fees are getting more expensive now. So now it's usually 9,000 pounds per year, but from when my daughter starts, it's going to be 10,000 pounds per year. So there's no way I can put that together in a year from my 9 to 5. Mm-mm, there's no way. So that's why I started looking for another option, something I could build alongside my 9 to 5. And what surprised me the most wasn't even the income that came with it. This is what happened to me. I keep saying, I said I came in to build a business, but it was the other way around. The business was building me. Have I had extra income for me? Yes. Have I had growth? Yes. Have I changed? Have I like had a different mindset and everything like that? Doing this business, yes, I have changed a lot, and I'm growing as a person. So that's one decision really changed my life, and I'm really grateful for that. Looking back to my younger self, I am grateful that if I look back 2 years now to my younger self, I'm grateful that I decided to start this online business. I am grateful. And then I would like to share this with you guys. So if you're out there and you're interested in starting an online business, or just curious, like trying to understand how the online business works, or trying to see what is happening in your online space, then this is a time to check it out. Because one of the companies we partner with is celebrating their 52nd year anniversary, 52nd year that they're in business, right? And they've put this promo together that for people that are interested in starting a business that will start in this month of June, they will start at an amazing bonus level that it will accelerate you. It will, it will make you go, and it will skyrocket you in this business. Imagine it took me a whole year to get it to this bonus level that the business is offering at this point in time, and in this month of June. It took me a whole year to get to this bonus level. Imagine if I had this opportunity when I started, if they had this promo that, okay, you have this bonus level when you start your business. I can't imagine where I would be like right now. But it took me a whole year to get to this bonus level. But the business is saying if you start at this month of June, and you make the most of the promo, and you will start on an amazing bonus level that will skyrocket you in your business, that will accelerate you, make you go faster, as in quick. It will fast forward you to any 4, 5, 6 figures in this online business. It makes it quicker if you start with that bonus level. So if you're out there and you're thinking you're interested in starting an online business, then the month of June is the time to get started. Check it out. You can always DM me. You start with a free webinar first. That's the first thing. You take the first step, have a conversation. Hello, can I have more info? Just DM me info, and I'm happy to share with you how it works. So as I said, you start fresh with the free webinar, you see what the business is about, you see how it works, and if it's something that it stirs your curiosity and you really want to do it more, you take the next step and you move to the next level, right? It's just like series of steps that you have to take. Take the first step, DM, ask questions, say hello, I'm interested. Can you tell me more about this online business? And I'll be happy to, explain to you. I can't be here all night on live to tell you how your online business works, but I'm happy to have that conversation with you. I have, as I said, you start with a free webinar. He explains to you how the business works, and you can make a decision because I will lay everything before you, and then it's up to you to decide, so that you see everything, and then it will help you make an informed decision. That's all you need to do. Well, that's all for me today on day 22 of our 30 days of gratitude and vision for working parents. And as I said, day 22 is we are talking about being grateful for how far we've come. We've taken a trip down memory lane 10 years back, 20 years back. What were we handling then? What were we dealing with? And for the fact that we are here today, that means we're able to overcome that challenge, whatever it is. So I'm going to say this to you. Your younger self is not disappointed in you. No, not at all. She's proud, or he is proud of every single thing you have survived, built, and become. I am definitely proud of who I've become and who I'm becoming, because I'm work in progress. This is not the final version of me. I'm work in progress, and I'm really grateful for how far I've come. So thank you so much for joining me, guys. And then I'll see you again tomorrow on day 23. 7 more days to go, guys. Thank you to everyone that's joined me every day or watched, of course, caught up with the replay every day for the past 22 days. I'm really grateful. So I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a lovely evening, guys. And stay hydrated if you're in the UK and experiencing the heat wave. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and then I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Okay.